and don't keep each other up all night. I want to welcome everybody and welcome those who are going to be watching this later. I know there's people still not on that intend to be. Maybe they'll remember or maybe not. It's great to see all of you. Does anybody have anything good going on before we start that you'd like to share?
I started it's not weight loss management, it's health management at work on Monday. It's what are we calling it? Marvelous Mondays. But everyone's excited about focusing on their health. I'll be learning more. Of course, really, like on Monday, I heard a lot of what I've read in the challenge. And I just like being able to have another form of support because it carries me through to the September challenge. So I think that's really cool.
Right. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, who's leading that, Dina?
Mm-hmm.
Who is leading that?
She's a registered dietitian, and she's actually been hired by Gulfstream to promote health and wellness.
Isn't that wonderful? Wow.
That is awesome.
They're very good at Gulfstream about promoting that.
Yeah. Anyone else got something special to share?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to go to Denver, Colorado for my birthday.
There you go.
Really?
That's good.
Where you going? A ranch?
Places that they're still there. It's been so long.
We were calculating how long it had been since he'd been there, and I think we were looking at 40 years, was it? Yeah, it's been a while. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So I
want to know about all the marijuana stuff because you never know, in Florida they might open it and there might be a business there available.
Oh, you're really worried about that? I'm worried about you. So let's go over what we got planned for tonight. I'm going to introduce you to the minds that created the Meltdown Challenge, and then we're going to hear from Dorothy, and after that we're going to cover the new challenge, and then we're going to take a look at the teams we're competing with, and we'll finish with chapter 3 in the habits of health. But if we run out of time, we can always leave the lesson to next week. So let me share. I heard a whisper. All right, let's go. Where is wonder who's that calling?
Oops, I got a phone call.
Yeah, go ahead. You get it, Tony. All right, let's share.
Hello.
Okay, now we got that up there. And we got that up there.
Mr. Edwin, how are you?
Let me mute him. There we go. He did this to us last week. All right, so now let's go straight to introducing the people behind the challenge. Let's go here from the beginning, and then let's do this. Okay, so Aaron Bennon, the president and the founder that you see up there in that top slide, he actually lost 40 pounds on the program. 7 years ago was when he decided to create the website. And he did it because he was on the program and he thought by having other people to do it with him, it would be more fun. He lost 40 pounds. He organized the first Meltdown Challenge in 2011. So a lot of the leaders, which is who you see there in the middle of the screen, these are people who started way back in the beginning of Take Shape for Life. He was one of their clients, and together they decided to see what they could do with what he was doing. And suddenly they realized this was making weight loss fun. And then they decided to partner with Dr. Anderson. So Bennon has a team of people that work with him. And some of you may remember Erin from the first challenge. She was doing those exercise videos. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Chuck Rudolph. He's a registered dietitian. He has a great history. He graduated from California State University in Long Beach. He holds a master in nutrition education with concentration in biochemistry. He also graduated University of Cincinnati as well as a bachelor's degree of science from Xavier University. Chuck has been providing meal plans and nutritional education for 13 years. Okay, Miss Woodsbury, Erin, holds a BA in English and master's degree in education, specializing in Group X children, fitness, and nutrition. Has anybody heard of a program called GRIPT that's for children?
No.
She actually created that. I've not heard of it, but I just saw it in her credentials. She's also a former magazine editor. She currently is a freelance writer for manuals for fitness programs. She's certified through AFAA, ACE, and is a nutrition coach with Venus Nutrition. Martinez, he has over 15 years experience in health and fitness industry and has a BA in kinesiology from Chapman University. Caesar is a certified personal trainer through NASM, NSDA, and CCPT, NESDA, and the Advanced Muscle Activation Technique training. The team that put this together, and when we got into the challenge back September a year ago, that was the first challenge that they'd actually opened up to health coaches, that Dr. Anderson allowed the experiment to take place. So that's basically who is behind all of this, the way it got started. And now with this September, the ones who were in the challenge back then, they had a 6 weeks challenge, and it was going to be September, January, and then May, I believe, was the third one. And it's going to go 3 weeks and be 3 challenges a year. They really haven't said how many they're going to have a year, but they've definitely said it's going to be 6 weeks challenges with a break in between. Anybody have any comments or questions?
No.
We got quite a powerhouse behind this, don't we? Little nothing started. Dorothy did a piece the other night for our coaches meeting, and when she got through doing it, I really enjoyed hearing it, and I asked Dorothy to if she would mind doing that for our Zoom tonight, just because of how beneficial it was for me. And she agreed, and we're not going to do the nurses call. We're going to let Dorothy do that piece she covered the other night. You ready, Dorothy?
I guess.
Okay.
And really, the nurses call was really kind of geared to the same thing, talking about the habits of health and living a longer and healthier life. But I would like to say one thing about the nurses call, that she said that living a longer, healthier life is like the primer that helps the habits of health stick. Like if you were priming the walls when you're painting them, if you go through living a longer, healthier life workbook, it helps to make everything that is in the habits of health be remembered by you. So that was pretty much what the nurses call was about. So anyway, the lesson 18, which covers 22 and 23 in the habits of health, is about longevity. And they studied people that lived to be over 100 years of age. And it said that these are the things that really stuck with these people that lived over 100 years, okay? They got physical and mental exercise. They ate low fat, low salt, high fiber, antioxidant rich fruits and vegetables, more soy, and their social network of an active lifestyle, close relationships with extended families and friends, and a sense of purpose. That really boils down to the habits of health. If we really realize that that's the habits of health, everything that made these people live to be over 100 years of age. And one thing that really stuck out with me in my reading was I need a glass of wine every night at dinner because that's good for you.
Uh-huh.
And the realization that everyone can go on a diet that cuts calories, but with our program, and I know we're all on our own program, and we've become very aware that it's important to get the essential things that we need. And that's the vitamins, the minerals, and the amino acids in everything that we eat. And of course, our replacement meals have all of that in it. But I know that a lot of you are not using our meals, so it's important that you give your body everything that it needs. And that was basically what the chapter 18 said. Did I cover it all?
Yeah.
Connie, you're muted.
Yeah, Connie.
She does.
We
She
can
doesn't
hear
have-
you, Connie. Connie.
How about that? Does that help? Thank you. So what is going on? So Dorothy, the part that you did in the coaches meeting the other night that touched me so much when you were talking about how many times you had read that. Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had not come away with. Okay, that's the part I wanted you to really share right there, not the clinical side, but that emotional side that you shared with us the other night.
Well, yeah, you're talking about anybody can go on a diet and watch their calories, but are they sure that they're getting everything that they need, like our program offers?
Exactly, and that is what separates the MetaFast meal replacements from just healthy eating, is that you're getting everything in the right portion, in the right amounts, and also fortified, right? Otherwise, it's the same program that other people are doing. It just has some nutrition in it that you wouldn't get otherwise. Where's Dawn tonight? Is she not coming?
She is up here, and I don't know if they have computer access there.
Yeah.
She's been having trouble all day.
Yeah.
I sent her a message and I didn't get an answer back from her, so I don't know.
I was just realizing she wasn't here. So Dorothy,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate you doing that. Next on the horizon is the new challenge in September. And we already have, I'm going to share screen again. We already have, from current slide, okay. We already have, the last I looked, was 7 people in there. And so everybody's had access to the rule. Well, not everybody. A lot of people have had access to the rules for September. And it really is a mixture. What's that say? How many people? So we got Bev and Carolyn and Dorothy and Gail. Gail's coming back in September. Peace is in there, Rhonda, and then Tony's in there. There's a $5 that can be saved by doing it as long as those $5 discounts last. So if you know you're going to be there in September, you can save $5 now.
Oh.
Hey, look at here, first place. How does that look?
Wow.
That might be the only time we ever see that.
Oh, my.
Screenshot that.
So now let's get to the new challenge rules. Achieving your weight goal. There are different thoughts on this. You have 2 options that you have to meet. You have to lose 6 pounds, 6% of your weigh-in weight, or maintain. One of the and then for getting a certain amount of points, you have to do that as well. That's the 2 parts of the challenge. This time there's going to be $1,000 top team incentive. We participated and went after this in 2 challenges, I think. One time we were first right up to the last day in the first one, and then we came in second in the second one. Through our experience with all this, and anybody's free to speak up that wants to, but we have found that it's more important to keep our focus on people being included and enjoying what they're doing here in the health challenge and not feel like that they're letting somebody down. We don't really need that aspect here. So even though we want to really do well and get our points and compete, we're not going to make that more important than each other's feelings. We're going to be there and help each other. Things happen in life. You can actually forget sometimes. I actually forgot. I didn't forget. What I did is I normally do my challenge in the morning, and then I went to bed that night just thinking it was done. And then when I was missing a day of points and I called them or I messaged them, then I realized I didn't have any of the points for that day. Yeah. So that's only happened one time in 7 challenges, so that's the way that went. But the point is things like that could happen to anybody. So now let's see what else we got going on here. We have the little weekly one. They do have a discrepancy here saying that the challenge is going to begin on the 17th of September, but it really is the 7th of September. And then all about the points. Commitment is crucial in order to get the desired results. And Thin It to Win It Health Challenge offers different fun and relevant activities for you to engage in daily and help you with your habits of health. As you participate, you will earn your participation points. Now I see that the participation points are 426, and you qualify on the second part of this by earning 84% of those, which is 341. So that's basically what you got going on in September. The link is posted in the room for getting in if you want to, and the promo code for that is Join Challenge, all written together, all lowercase.
Hey, Connie.
Mm-hmm.
How many total points are available for that challenge?
It said 400, and does anybody remember? I can go back.
That's not very many.
That's what I'm saying. But if you'll remember I just wonder how they're going to break the, how they're going to break the points. We are at 1,000 points right now.
Yeah,
but if you go in your challenge, Rhonda, and you look at last September when we did it, it was low points like this. So they're modeling that first challenge.
Okay.
And it's the way they issue the points. I would imagine they're just pretty much, they almost have gone back to the original challenge is what they've done, it looks like to me. So now let's cover the 2 choices that you have of to maintain or to lose 6%. Maintain means that you can't gain more than 1% of your weigh-in weight or lose more than 5.99% of your weigh-in weight, or you'll not meet that requirement. When you sign up to lose weight to 6%, it means that if you get 5.99, you don't place. But if you pick to lose 6%, you can lose a lot more weight, and it's not a problem. Any questions on that?
I have a comment though.
Okay.
I like the fact that they tell you your weight category. If you pick the maintain, they will tell you this is the top weight you can be or this is the bottom weight that you can be. Because I always write that on my calendar so I know where I started and what if I'm going to gain or lose. I know that number. They didn't have that at the beginning.
Mm-mm.
And I like the fact that they give you that figure. So when you're weighing in, I take a picture of it with my camera, but I know you can go back in there and refer to it too.
Yeah, that's been helpful.
Yeah, I like that.
On the on your profile wall, whatever it is whatever you weighed in, all of your weigh-ins from every challenge is right there. You go into your profile wall, you can find what your range is and everything right there inside the challenge wall. So Marcia and I were going to the gym the other day, being the Silver Sneaker Sisters, Silver SSS, Silver Sneaker Sisters. That's funny.
S cubed.
You're
cubed.
Clever. You're clever. That's funny. But and I asked her about did she like the calendar I did this time because I haven't done it in previous times, and and did she understand what it meant and stuff? And she really didn't even know it was in the room. So that just made me aware that other people probably don't know that it's there either, or they don't know how to even read it, which means you're not going to get the benefit of it. First thing I would ask you guys is, do you like it? Does anybody ever look at it and say, oh, we had 100% less?
Yeah.
Yeah, every day.
I look at it every day.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. So this is something you'd want to continue, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, it's a keeper. So when you see 95%, because we have 22, that means one person was absent. When you see 91, that's 2 people absent, and we only have 87 one day, and that was 3 people that were absent. So that's how that works. Let me see what else I got here to share with you. All right. Okay, now what we're going to do is take a look at the teams that we're competing with. All right. The points speak to us. I know they speak to me, and I don't know unless you just actually look at it and see the different places that you could be, that you would actually hear what they're saying. But if we go over here to the teams that we all compete against, you just look at the first person there. This is Natalie. She's obviously a coach. She has a room, and she's not been successful in getting people to join her, which is not that easy to do. You know, people have to want to do this. But the sad part I see here looking at this is she's not even doing the points. She has absolutely 0 for points there. If you
She's a
look,
coach.
huh?
And she's a coach.
I know, so I don't know what the deal is.
Only coaches can have her.
You know,
Yeah.
it's possible she doesn't even understand it. She probably got the room, didn't understand it.
I agree,
So-
and that has a lot to do with the rest of your team. Now, we have, let me see if I can find our team. I think we're 40. So here we are. So we have 22 members, and
Wow.
we have an average of 1,068. So anyone that's higher than that is in a place higher than that. You know, they're ranked higher than us. We have a total of 23,507. They divide that by 22, and that's your average. And that's how your place is determined. Now, if you look at 89, which is a gentleman named Don, he has 1,085 points. So that makes him ahead of us. But if you look, he only has himself. So how much competition is that really? And in the new challenge, just like the first challenge, you now have to have a minimum of 10 people on your team to qualify as a team. People who only have 9 or less, they won't be in the running for first prize. That won't be an option for them. And now, huh?
Connie, do you know whether when I opened a room and we ended up combining with you, if mine actually still showed on this board as a room?
No, it doesn't. I looked a long time ago. Uh-huh.
I couldn't have combined with somebody and got that still showed in the room.
Okay. So Gay Brownlee is, you see there on 100. She's my coach. And I think this is probably a really good way to give you an idea of how well we are doing. And Gay has 12 people this time. She had 36 last time, so you can't go by that. People come and go. It's like ebb and flow. But this is high for Gay. She's never been 182nd before.
Wow.
But imagine if we went in our room and we didn't see 6. I think people would panic.
Yes.
I could be wrong, but I have seen when the percent starts going up, I've seen everybody get in there and say, okay, we can do this. Let's get started. So, but you could see how the points speak to us at this point, can you not?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
It's important what we're doing. It really is in terms of morale,
Yes, it is.
in terms of motivation and supporting each other. And even when people aren't able to get in there, they're still thinking about it. That's what's important. And now if we go to oh, by the way, I met her at convention, the lady who beat us out. Yeah, how about that, Marcia? You want to tell them about it, Marcia?
She was the one that we kept bouncing back and forth between,
Mhm.
and she got us on the last night. And she took first place.
Actually, Marcia wasn't that one. She's the one who won the challenge. The last challenge we have where we won. What did we get? Like $2,500 or something in our room for coming in second. That's who that was, Marsh. It was that challenge, that big challenge.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was the other one.
It was the first one, yeah. But go ahead. She was at convention.
She was at convention, and we got to meet her, and Connie had her picture taken with her and things, and she's just a sweetheart of a girl. She seems like.
But she saw Gay. She saw our coach Gay, and Gay was bragging about us. And when she started bragging about us, the coach she was talking to said, "Oh, you know her? My sister-in-law was the other team, blah, blah, blah." And then one thing led to another, and we got to meet her. And she's the one who's in first place right here with 11:39.67. So she's an awesome leader, no doubt about it. And you can imagine how good it feels for her to look up there and see first place. But I don't know how she does it, because that means everybody's showing up. But that's really cool. And I'm really glad I got to meet her. That was a fun moment because
But it was.
yeah, that was kind of special. Now let's see how many teams that we're competing with in July. 317 teams. So that means we're ahead of 311 teams. How's that? Is that good?
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 8 o'clock. Do you want me to go ahead and do chapter 3? It's short, or do you guys want to call it a day at 8? I really don't like keeping you when I know everybody has important things to do. I would say chapter 3. Hey, Tony, you're back. You're muted too, so don't talk. So what do you say? Do you say do chapter 3, or you want to call it a day?
I say do it.
I say do it.
Okay.
If you're ready.
I'm ready. It's not a long one. It's about motivation. Okay, let's go to the next screen. I'm going to have to share my screen again. There we go. Desktop. All right, chapter 3, motivation to change. Oops, go back up. So the motivation to change. Why do you want to change? The answer might seem obvious, so obvious, in fact, that we don't even often think to ask the question or to consider our answer. After all, if you're overweight, have health problems, feel tired, and lack of energy, the obvious answer is that you want to change in order to solve those problems. That's true of most changes we try to adopt. They're based on solving a problem or trying to get rid of an unwanted situation. This type of motivation almost never leads to change. Here's another way of looking at this cycle. Your bad feelings, intense emotional conflict, motivates you to take action, which reduces your emotional conflict. So you get started, you're all excited, you get a little bit of success, you start feeling comfortable. But once you experience the release of less emotional conflict, your motivation changes and weakens, and you have less need to act. And that's probably something everyone can relate to at some point or the other. You're going to motivate yourself by focusing what you want and not on what you don't want. Problem solving versus desired outcome. Let's say you have two choices. You can think in terms of trying to fix your bad health, a problem orientation, or you can shift your focus to creating health and outcome. orientation. You could try to adopt I'm having to get my pictures out of the way here. They want to mess with me. You could try to adopt the healthiest diet that ever existed. But if your motivation is to fix a health problem you have or might have in the future, you'll be back to your old tricks in 2 years with your weight back on and in worse shape than ever. No wonder so many people feel helpless after trying time and again to lose weight. They don't know why they can't pull it off. Changing our emphasis from what we're against to what we're for has a dramatic impact. Are we merely against something, or do we want to create an important result? Choosing the right way to eat is one of the most critical factors in creating health. But how do you go about making this new approach a true lifestyle change, one that lasts beyond the 2-year lifespan of most diets? As vitally important as the right approach to eating may be, that alone isn't going to do it. And that's why reaching your healthy weight is only the beginning of our journey. The motivation factor is what makes all the difference between yo-yoing, losing weight, only to gain it back, and creating optimal health by adopting healthy habits you can live with. Marcia, you want to go ahead and read the next part?
Okay, being honest with being honest with yourself. Honesty is crucial to achieving our goals. But what exactly do we mean by honesty? One aspect of honesty is being clear about our goals. We shouldn't lie to ourselves about what we want. Another is separating what we want from what we think is possible. We need to describe our current reality honestly and objectively. Most of us aren't trained to be as honest with ourselves as we need to be. But being honest with yourself is an important habit of health. And like any new habit, it takes practice. The more you do it, the more it becomes part of who you are. This is one area where a health coach can come in handy, both to help you understand your current reality and to help you develop new habits. I can't see. I got the power of choice, but I don't have anything
means it's your call. You can do it or not, whatever it is. And choice is the power to make a decision.
I didn't have that on my screen. I couldn't see it.
So we got it.
We got it. Sounds good.
So, this is not our weight loss program. This is somebody else's weight loss program. I love this.
I do too.
He had a few major changes, didn't he?
You know what's funny, Connie, is so many people, when they see Dick's picture and then sees them, ask me, is that really him?
Yeah.
Like the badges we wore. Somebody asked Dick, he said, was that really you? And I mean, it's like, it didn't look as bad as this. I mean, this is, and a lot of people ask when about it and says, you know, all of those videos and all those people, did they really lose the weight, or are they just use different people?
Oh, we saw Don's iPhones there. Hi, Don. We were just talking about you.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Hi, lady.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear.
Did you say something, Don?
I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
We can.
Yes, Don. Okay, so you look great, by the way.
My phone was turned off.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
I didn't a little bit ago. I was having an attack because I was laughing. So,
What were you laughing at?
my brother and his wife were doing the Abbott and Costello Who's on First, because the kids are doing it in a talent competition. And I just started laughing so hard crying and couldn't breathe.
Oh, that's funny. So, Marcia, what's going on down there with little Connor and Colleen? And
Oh, we have just been all over the place. We went to the river today, and now we're going to the ocean. We're going to Fort Myers Beach.
tell me about Dick when he got to hold Connor.
Oh, he was Connie posted he was just so thrilled to see the baby. It was like, and the baby's taken to him. He carries him around a lot.
Do you have Sassy with you?
Oh yeah, we bought Sassy, and they're getting Sassy's doing great here. He still barks at Missy's husband every time he walks in from outdoors or he comes out of the bedroom, but he follows him around half the day. So I don't know what his problem is. I guess he wants David to notice him, but we're having such a great time, and Connor is just so great.
How old is Connor now? He hasn't made it to a year yet, right?
He was, let's see, he was January. He was 6 months in July 18th.
There you go. I
Or
knew
July 15th. I'm sorry, July 15th. He's got a rash, and we're not sure what it is. Oh, here she comes with Connor.
Yeah.
This is the devil. Look who shows up. Oh, she's going to come over here and sit down. He just had a wheel back because he's got a bad rash.
Yes,
We're not sure what's doing
What are
it.
you doing, buddy?
You can put him. Look, Connor. Connor. Oh, I'm sorry. Here he is. There's Connor, baby.
So we're talking about doing a lineage from my sister, from Gay's husband to my sister to me to Marcia to Dick to Colleen to Connor, because Colleen had tried to have a baby for years, and it wasn't until she got healthy, stopped smoking at the same time, and then baby Connor was born. So we have this whole thing of connections that goes from Gay's husband down to Connor. We want to do a little lineage of how one person touches another person, touches another person. That's really kind of cool. That's our longest chain we got going right there.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's pretty awesome.
Yes, that is awesome.
She was asking how Daddy reacted to Connor.
How are you, Colleen?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Marshall,
Huh?
come here.
So anyone else have anything else they would like to contribute?
I think Dawn is my grandson.
Uh-huh.
Dawn, I think is getting my grandson.
Oh, good.
I'm trying to find him. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Come here, you sneaker.
I'm trying to hear me.
Is he trying to escape you, Dawn?
That's the baby. Yay.
Yes.
There he
Hey,
is.
Connor, you got company. Dorothy, he's beautiful.
Hi, Marshall.
Movie night. Hi there.
That's the baby. Yeah, that's
Gimmy's
the baby.
making duck noises.
Oh, my.
Say
Yeah.
hi.
Oh.
Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. They wanted to see him.
Too cute.
I'm gonna get it.
Say hi.
Okay.
He does not know what to think about it, Don.
He'll try to eat the phone.
Yeah, he wants to play.
There goes the hair.
There's you, Gamma. There's Gamma. Hey. He's ready to be back on the floor to play.
There you go.
He's off.
That was fun. Thank you, Don.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
enjoy your family.
No problem.
Or did he unmute us?
And we had fun today.
What'd you do?
Oh, come on. We went, they hit the kids' day and everything was free. So all the kids went, and I made it through the whole kids' day. But then when we got home, I said I was going to take a little nap, and it was like 3 hours and 10 minutes long or something like that. The baby and I both took a 3-hour nap. So,
That's
but I didn't sleep last night. Oh yeah, my Fitbit, I've never seen it like that before, so I slept pretty good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
All right, everybody. It's been a great evening. Thank you for showing up.
Yes, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, Connie.
You're welcome, and I'll see you all
Yes.
next Tuesday. Rhonda, are you calling me tomorrow, the next day?
I will do
Are
so,
we
yes.
together? Yeah. Well, just give me a call.
Yep,
I'll
will
look
do.
for you. Okay.
Thank you, thank
Uh-huh.
you.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, Tony.
Good night, y'all. Have a good evening.
You
guys
too.
too.
Evening.